work with someone like Stan Winston's company, so far, this is John and my second film with them. It's still a pretty magical experience when that suit's first rolled out. And Shane likes to put it behind the curtain generally and unveil the curtain in a very dramatic way, and there was Iron Man standing behind.
Oh, let's do that.
And then you look at it and you touch it, and it's sort of half excitement and half fear because it's very real. And generally you're pretty close to production at that point when that suit's shown to you. So hopefully your research was right, and the proportions all line up, and the textures are good, and the colors, and all the decisions you made along the way make sense.
Once you start to not see the whole guy, the proportions of him, and I think 235 is a good move here. I think it holds up really well.
When John first saw it, he was all smiles. I mean, he was really happy. Once the stuntmen had really become accustomed to the suit, when they started out, they were just a little afraid of damaging it, plates intersecting and chipping off paint and that kind of thing. But by the end of the day, he'd really gotten the full range of motion and had sort of learned to live in the suit. Those dailies at the end of the day were just amazing. I think everyone was just blown away.
You have to be strong and you have to be athletic to do this. It's like wearing very heavy football gear. Your endurance level has to be up for it because it's a double-edged sword. We have to make it light enough to move, but we have to make it heavy enough not to just completely, crack apart when somebody puts too much muscle into it.
Just do a like the first guy, outside the door.
The Mark I with the flamethrowers and stuff was close to 100 pounds. Without the flamethrowers and the gas and everything on it, it was maybe 60 or 70 pounds.
Okay, and camera.
What it feels like you're doing inside the suit doesn't relate at all. When I'm walking, if I look down to see my mark at all, they notice. But when I roll my shoulders up and try to hit the hero pose, they can barely see it. So it's taken a while to watch ourselves on camera to learn what it looks like and what the moves relate to.
Another rotation, Mike.
Right here it locks out. And here the weight comes down on my shoulder. So to be erect, is this what you're looking for?
Well, I just want to see it, because right now I see you crouch. Right?
Yeah, the hero poses kind of came from us just kind of striking poses and looking what looked best, and then them saying, yeah, hold that, and things from the comic book that they took and poses they want, and then there were some that we came up with our own, and just different looks and, trying to show that you can see his character. If he's angry or if things are going good in the suit, they wanted to see that on camera.
Roll camera. Action.
Yes, of course there's going to be a great deal of digital work that has to be done to bring something like this to life on screen. But the fact of the matter is these suits truly exist. And they are going to be there. And they're going to be on the set. And they're going to be actors. And we are going to see the real thing along with the digital thing. But when you as an audience are looking at it, screw you up a little bit so you really don't know what you're seeing. Is that real or is that digital? And then you let go.
My background as a filmmaker is not in this sort of genre. I dabbled a little bit in special effects in Zathura and Elf, but really I come from more of an independent background, primarily a comedic background. And so I really wanted to offer a human side that would fit in with my sensibility of filmmaking. And in assembling the cast that I did between Robert Downey Jr. and Jeff Bridges, Gwyneth Paltrow, Terrence Howard, that's a cast that I would be happy to have in a drama or a comedy. And to be able to have them to support a bigger-than-life superhero really offers the possibility to exceed what people's expectations might be of this type of genre.
Listen to me. You are like a little child sitting next to its father in a car with a plastic steering wheel, turning the wheel. Its father's driving, Tony.
Well, then let me out of the car. Join me. Let's get the hell out of start. We can raise all the funds we car. What do you mean?
I was the one who arranged the injunction, Tony.
You could save a lot of trouble if you just... Let's go.
No, that'd be great. That'd be great.
I think it was my manager, David Schiff, was very excited about this project. He was telling me about Iron Man. I said, who's directing it? He said, Jon Favreau. I said, oh, God, he's such a wonderful director, writer, and actor. I said, he'd be great to work with. And who's playing Iron Man? Robert Downey Jr. So wow, so that's a pretty good team right there. And they said, keep me posted. This sounds like a good, something I'd like to get involved with.
We'll let you warm up a little bit, and then we'll start throwing a little movement into it.
Robert's a guy who he is very disciplined in his approach to everything he does, and he's really gotten his body and his mind into a very, sort of clear, disciplined state, and that sort of carried over into how he prepared for the role.
Wherever the direction is, just point kind of the opposite way, right?
Yeah. When you feel it go the other direction, act like you're trying to counter it. Okay, go the other. There you go, just like that. I think he was very aware that he sort of had a burden in this film that he hadn't had before. He could sort of be charming and funny and come in and out of a movie and steal scenes in the past, but now he was sort of an iconic superhero.
It's good to eat about 10 minutes before this, right?
Oh yeah.
I weight train crazily, and I do a lot of martial arts and yoga, Kung Fu, Wing Chun Kung Fu, but I was doing that anyway. About a year ago I said, I really want to put on some size, which isn't easy when you're in your late 30s, and now I'm 41. I thought if I'm ever going to do a movie like this, I've got to do it quick before it's not embarrassing. But anyway, I feel like I've got a 5 to 7 year window, and then if it goes past that, then I'm sure all the optical stuff and CGI will have advanced to make you look better.
That's good.
How's those legs, buddy?
Yeah, no, great shape. Legs are ready.
Beware this. Across your face, don't let your face get scratched on anything, alright? Robert Downey Jr.'s first reactions to the suit were extremely positive, and he was thrilled. So that made us feel good, because it is him, after all. He has to feel comfortable being in it. He enjoys the process. He wants to be in the suit as much as possible, which is fun. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see, just when you walk around.
Oh, they don't bend either, right?
No, they just...
Oh, I see.
They're basically rotational, right? They're rotators, and all the moves are hits are like this.
I thought I'd been training for all these years, and I was pretty butch, and I put on that Mark I suit, which is his kind of escape vehicle, and I almost had a personality meltdown. It also just gives me a great respect for the stuntmen and the guys who are doubling, or I don't even want to say doubling, that me and the other fellows who are really playing Tony in the suits.
Careful, actor at work. Something just snapped off.
And I'm not claustrophobic, and it wasn't anything like that. It was just, I wore it for half an hour, and I kind of ran around, and the next day I felt like my spirit had been broken. Like, I'm exaggerating, but it's like, these guys are seriously tough-ass guys.
Mark I suit days, we canceled the strength training.
The first time I saw him put on the helmet, I looked at him, I said, Robert, you are Iron Man. I mean, how amazing is that? For the rest of your life, you are Iron Man. Nobody's gonna take that away from you. And he looks at me and goes, yeah, it's amazing.
I think we need to add some rust to it, but
Here we are.
3 RTs.
I love the lag bolts in there. That's great.
Well, we're right about to start shooting, and we're rehearsing now. We have the run of the set. We actually started shooting second unit. We went down to the Santa Monica Pier and shot the Ferris wheel yesterday, and that was exciting because we crossed a couple shots off our list of the thousands we need. There's a stress factor that kicks in, and that starts to go away and diminish once you capture each shot and each scene on film. But right now, all there is anxiety, stress, and going over and over again your plan of attack on this movie that's certainly the biggest movie I've ever been involved in making. I think we have about a 74-day shoot, and day one is on Monday.
We're just talking about that.
Happy trails.